love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me.
I don't know, what shall I say? This build is impressive. Hello everyone, I am Noseman and today I'm showing you the Juggernaut build. This build combines supreme survivability and great offensive capabilities. This shall be a complete guide, so I show you how to level, which follower to choose, which gear I would use through the game, and how all that leads finally to being the unstoppable Juggernaut. Let's first talk about followers. So, you don't need any follower for combat. The only reason you should have one is to help you carry your stuff. But you are the hero of this story. So at the beginning, I would choose either of three. I would go with a hyena. They're all over Noob River. They're pretty easy to tame, and if you feed them just feral flesh, you have a decent chance of getting a greater hyena. The main advantage of having a hyena is they're pretty small, so they don't get in your way or stand in doors and stuff like that. They have, like all pets, an inventory of 10 slots, and if you just feed them human flesh, they can gain a decent sized health pool. A classic one, the shale bag. If you go the extra mile and build a greater pen and fill it up with shale bags, give them desert berries to eat, they're growing at Noob River as well, then you can be lucky and get a greater shale bag. There are really good companions, and later he can defend your base. If you keep feeding them desert berries, then they have a good chance of getting high vitality. An honorable mention is the gazelle. The gazelle is the poor man's bureau with impressive 20 slots. It also needs desert berries to get more health with each level. But rather sooner than later, I would recommend grabbing yourself a bearer free. He has also 20 slots, but you can give him equipment. I like to give them a truncheon, grilled steak for more vitality, and the best heavy armor with a vitality bonus that I can make at the moment. And of course, in the long run, you want a named bearer. They have 25 slots. The last slot will only appear if he's completely full. And the same goes for this one. The highest armor rating with vitality will keep him better alive. You can either build it by yourself, or in case of the Cimmerian steel armor, just scavenge it from killed Cimmerians in the Mounds of the Dead. But no matter what, I would always let them follow you at the highest possible distance and let them attack nothing. They're really just there to carry your stuff, cause this is a killer build and not a farming build, duh. However, if you just switch back to light armor, you can carry a decent sized amount till you have to give the stacks to your bearer. So, which armor to choose and when to level what? I would always start as soon as I can with just the light armor. We don't put any points at expertise, that means we need a little bit help with our carry weight. I would increase my attributes in the following order. First, 5 points go directly into grit. Grit at the beginning is just very useful. Then directly the next 5 into vitality. The passive health regeneration is just beautiful. And then to get more damage output, heavy blows. Then we are level 15 and should start to get established somewhere. This can be the time where you switch to an medium armor. All these armor pieces give more carry weight. The Poitain campaign pieces are just from a DLC, as well as the Yamatai demon, but they're exactly the same. I would always use armor reduction kits. This is very helpful, and in this stage of the game you should have your pit of Yogg running and have a steady supply of putrefied flesh. Extra stamina and health will help a lot. In addition, we choose as our starting religion their Keto, so we get our hands on the elixirs of freedom. You don't need to keep the shrine of their Keto. It's enough to build it, create enough elixirs. Each of them lasts an hour. So as soon as you have made 20 or so, you have 20 in-game hours of buff. This should be enough, then you can just dismantle the temple and move on. Attribute wise, I would go like this. I would increase grit to 10 and choose endurance, so your stamina regenerates faster. Then another 5 points in vitality, cause fast healer is just beautiful. With this perk, the aloe extract made in the alchemist bench will be enough for the rest of the game. After that, 5 more points into strength, so that we do a nice chunk of damage, and choose combo master for 20 more damage for all combo finishers. I personally prefer going for heavy armor as fast as I can, cause more armor means more damage reduction, means more survivability. The only two sets that give you here more encumbrance is the good old heavy set and the Khitan Imperial. Here as well, using armor reduction kits, eat your putrefied flesh, drink your elixir of freedom, and you're good to go. Now things start to get interesting. From here on, I would max out vitality and choose as a last perk Glutton for punishment. Now we are level 40 and switch to the 1 year heavy set with armor reduction. This is a theme that keeps on going. I still would use the elixir of freedom and the putrefied flesh, and from here on I would go and corrupt vitality. Grotesque Excrescence is passive health regeneration like the perk like it was before, but it scales with your corrupted vitality, so you have a good reason to go all the way. Twisted Flesh is insanely good. A chance to deflect damage, which just mean the hit that you got is completely ignored, and it scales with your corrupted vitality, so more reason to keep on going. Petrified. This one is insane. Immune to bleed, poison, disease and sunder. That means you can tank the damage of some really hardcore enemies that uses to give you bleed, poison and stuff like that. I have seen way too often people dying because they have 10 stacks of bleed on them, don't realize it, and then they're dead. This is all gone then. Now stay concentrated and don't corrupt the last perk. Glutton for punishment stays. As you can see, your stamina has gone down. This is the reason why we choose now to wear the 1 year heavy set, because every piece gives you additional stamina and putrefied flesh and the elixir of freedom as well. In this stage of the game you should get used to have a little bit less stamina than you normally prefer. But this phase goes away and everything gets better. Cause from there on, I would suggest to increase grit to level 20. It is a bit of a preference thing. Some people would say go in strength and do more damage. I like to get first indestructible and then do more damage. Cause every point in grit gives you more armor and makes you even tankier. So let's quickly do this. Defensive posture is another really good one. Incoming damage is reduced by 15% while you're attacking. So you can go on and on, have a high armor, which means a high damage reduction, including with your heavy armor that you're wearing. Gain while attacking 15% less damage. You get no stacks of bleed or poison. You have a chance to completely deflect that damage, and if you get damage, with Glutton for Punishment and Grotesque Excrescence, you heal it quite fast. And should it for some reason not be enough, you can drink one aloe extract and be full again. And it gets even crazier if we are going to the last perk in Grit, Steel Feud. You cannot take more than 25% of your maximum health in damage per hit. This is a lifesaver. This means even the arena champion needs at least 4 hits to kill you. Most of the time 5, because she doesn't always do her full heavy attack combo. And if Twisted Flesh kicks in, then for sure. Yes, I said it, the arena champion can still kill you if you eat a full combo, but who on earth survives this? And from there on, it's just a thing of getting more and more damage output. If you don't choose to, then I would here go for Crushing Swings, but as soon as you have everything, just corrupt it completely. Scourge, deal additional damage that scales with your corrupted strength. If you go the full way, this is a very significant damage boost. Mule Kick is nice if you have the right weapon. Rack is another one that fits perfectly into this theme. The blows from a strike numb your opponents. This means, so they do less damage as long as you're attacking. You have 15% damage reduction. You have a high damage reduction anyway because of your high grit and your high armor value. You deflect damage now and then. You heal it instantly with Glutton for Punishment and have a high passive health regeneration. And here it comes. The last one is Desecrate. A chance for an area of effect that knocks everything that is able to be knocked down. This means you can go gung-ho into a big crowd of enemies. For the end game, I have a few options for you. The first one is you can just stay in 1 year heavy set, but in the epic version of it. You can still use Elixirs of Freedom and Putrefied Flesh and you will be fine. But from all the 3 options, this one has the lowest armor value. Another good one would be the Void Forge Dragon Armor. This one has plus health, a little bit of strength weapon damage, a little bit of stamina, more health and more health. So this means you don't need the Putrefied Flesh anymore, but you lose a little bit of stamina. This is the reason why we use now Jungle Rum. At the end I show you how to get all the stuff that I mentioned. Jungle Rum is an alcoholic beverage that gives you 21 stamina. So it's a double potion thing, but this is a potion and this is food, so it works together. But the gold standard, in my opinion, is just the good old Redeemed Legion. Here I would choose as well the Jungle Rum instead of the Putrefied Flesh. And look at that. 1500 armor rating. All armors and weapons are made with the best armorer or blacksmith that I could get my hands on. Let's quickly look into stats. We are down to a total damage reduction of 75%. The reason for the Legion set is it gives a better strength weapon damage than the Void Forged armor. On 2 pieces of gear, you gain the same amount of health, you gain the same amount of stamina, like from the Void Forged Dragon set, and additional 36 carrying capacity. This is just roundabout the best option in my opinion. Now for weapons. In the end, this comes down to preference in my opinion, but I give you some good self-craftable options. Teleth's Sorrow, made by a bladesmith with a master weapon fitting, does 79 damage with an armor penetration of 37. This is by far the highest damage output of all of those. But it's a two-hander and I like to have one hand free for bindings, for torch, you know it. And I have a little bit issues with the attacking animations. But if you're a two-hander guy, this is the way to go. A really honorable mention is the ancient Lemurian axe, the best axe in the game. Not even does it 68 damage, it has also 26% armor penetration as soon as you put a master weapon fitting on it. Another really good choice, especially if you don't have a bladesmith, is the Black Ice Broadsword with 72 damage and 21 armor penetration, just made in the Frost Temple up in the north. This is great. In addition, for the nice attack animation, I would recommend a Black Ice Throwing Axe. And this one as well is completely independent from your blacksmith. But my personal favorite is the Black Ice Throwing Axe in combination with the Tenderizer. Done by Yog's Chosen Confessor with a advanced weapon damage kit. You have 69 damage and 28% armor penetration, and I really like the attack animation of both of them together. I'll show it to you in a second. And if you wear it only in one hand, this one has the most hyper armor attacks. Hyper armor means you cannot get interrupted as long as you swing. So let's grab those. So now let me show you what this means exactly. When we go to stats, we are on enveloping 177 damage. But it does not end there. As you can see, we have 121 stamina. If you're really good in your stamina management, you can also just go for a double strength weapon buff with the Black Lotus Potion and Salted Pork. Here we're increasing our damage to nearly 200. To make it completely absurd, we grab Teleth's Sorrow and we hit for nearly 230 damage. That's insane. Now, what you're all waiting for. Show me how this works in game. And as far as I know, the Arena Champion is the gold standard to test builds. So let's do that. No, stay here. No, come on. And as far as I know, the Arena Champion is the gold standard to test builds on it. So let's do that. Quickly rebuffed. And as I said, I would not recommend to get hit by her, but look at how much damage we are doing to her. and you can do three full combos and still have enough stamina to run or roll away. Look how she's flying, this is crazy. Whoa! Now she hit us. We're drinking one potion and we're back in the game. Whoa! Oh no! See? She is pretty much chanceless. She gets wrecked. Look at the damage that she's taken. This is crazy. No chance. Boom. Boom. Stay down. I interrupt you. Stamina is back. And let's keep on swinging. How long had this taken? I don't know. It was easy. So what next? What is a classic one? The King Scourge. So let's spawn this guy. Get his attention and... what was that? Hey, big brother, what was that? Look at this. This guy is completely tankable. I'm not even doing anything else than just going completely gung-ho on him. He's down half his health. I've lost a quarter. Eat that, bro. Is this all you got? You hit me, I hit you. Let's see who can do this longer. Have you seen the blinky blink? This was just ignore damage. Boom. I face tanked him. I just spammed right click and he went down. It was not even close. We are at the Mounds of the Dead. Yeah, perfect. This is the right amount of attention. Oh no, they're all ganging up on me. Everybody's hitting me. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so badly. Okay, now it's my turn. Ooh, okay, this is close. Let's drink one potion. And now, my turn. Oh, they're falling. They're falling down like flies. Is this all? Is this everything? What was this all? Having the last perk here or not corrupted is basically the difference between looking a Hollywood kung fu sword fight movie and watching an anime. Now, what are the most dangerous thralls in the game? I think the one from the volcano, so let's see how that goes. Let's start getting into trouble. Hello. They beat me. By the way, I don't bleed. And now I start swinging. That's that. Oh. And that was that. I don't know, what shall I say? This build is impressive. Now let me just quickly show you where to get all the stuff. The white forged dragon armor can be found in the sinkhole. You enter it through here, fight your way through, then here in this arena setup is this guy. But don't worry, you don't have to fight him. You can run across him at the edge, go behind him, and here is the tablet. But you need to have learned star metal tools before that. So level 55 is the earliest you can get it. To get the jungle ram, you have to go into the black galleon. One level deeper into the belly of the boat. Would you mind check me out? You need to climb a little bit up here. And to the right, there should be, to the right, there should be an entrance into a little hidey hole. And here, next to this poor soul, you find a chest, and as soon as you learn brewing, you can interact with it, get this, and learn specialist brewing free. Black lotus can be farmed in the black garden. It's these bushes. The recipe for salted pork is found in the summoning place. Specialist cooking 4 or 1, I don't know. One of those teaches it. To get the recipe for the Silent Legion armor, you have to enter the Black Keep. It's here. There are enough dungeon guides which can tell you how to find your way in it and what to do. But to get the redeemed Silent Legion armor, it's not enough to unlock the recipe. You need a armorer thrall in your bench. And then you can see redeemed Silent Legion. As far as I know, every armorer will do. To get the Black Ice weapons, we have to go deep into the Frost Temple. Just follow the way through. Beware, it's really cold here. So without proper equipment and some food to warm you up, you have a hard time. Behind this guy, a free skull boss, you find the tablet. Here you learn the frost smithing. Then go back to the right, and at the end of there just interact with the Frost Temple Smithy, throw in your hardened steel weapons and a bit of black ice. For the black ice broadsword you need 20, and for the black ice throwing axe just 1. And then you have those goodies. I hope you enjoyed this build video and have fun with your personal Juggernaut. And see ya next time.